guess what day it is? It's Sunday. And we got our new Sunday episode of Auction Finds. I may have a mail call later this week. If not, it'll be next week. Just some stuff that, some small stuff that's coming in that I'll show you, and that way I can let you know what's coming up. Got parts on the way for the Gottlieb Dragon. I think I found just about everything, and what I didn't find I have, because I didn't look, because I already have it. But a little cool out here this morning. It was about 42 when I come out. It's going to be 70 today anyway, but yeah, this morning it's a bit nippy. And I'm cheap. I didn't turn the heat on because here probably in about 3 or 4 hours I'll have the garage door open and it'll be warm enough. I don't have to worry about it. Let's see, at the auction last night, I'll show you some stuff. I didn't do a complete walk around because I think that gets kind of boring for people, of just walking around looking in boxes and looking at crap. I did the front room because that's where the antiques were, and there was some stuff up there that I was interested in, and so I showed you everything there. Showed you a little bit of what was outside. There was just some junk outside. The back room, I highlighted what I was interested in, and there's probably some stuff that I bought that I didn't show because I didn't see it till afterwards, until we started the auction, and then I kind of noticed a few other things, so I got those. But there was one thing that I was looking at, but it was those display racks, and excuse the noise. I think they're going to be doing some cutting along the power lines up the hill here a little bit. That's probably the tree service out there. Let's see. Oh, no, that was a garbage man. But I know there's a tree service guy running around here with his truck and grinder that's going to be working up top here along the power lines. But the display racks, I looked at them. I seriously considered buying them and using them. But the problem is my building down there, they'd have to sit on the floor, and it's so damp, it wouldn't be long and they would be falling apart, because that stuff's only made out of that pressed sawdust. So I passed on them. They seen me looking at them. Nobody bid on them, so they didn't sell, so they'll get burnt today. And they kept after me to take them, buy them, take them, no. Kept telling them, no, I don't want them, because I know what'll happen to them. I'll get to use them for maybe one season, and then we'll go back next spring, and they'll be all wimpy and falling apart. And so, no, I passed on them, no matter how much they tried to get me to buy them. Let's see, what else? But I just kind of showed you, I'm just going to show you the stuff that I was interested in, that way. Because the rest of the stuff, box lots are box lots. It's just a whole shit house load of houseware stuff. Now if there's some interesting stuff that while I'm going through it, I will show you, but then I can let you know what, or maybe I can let you know what it went for, so you have an idea as to what that stuff sells for. There was a lot of people there last night. A lot of stimulus money floating around. Things were going higher than they should go. But I know it's good for people selling, and it's good for the auction house, but it sure isn't good for people that are buying to resell. I think a lot of those people thought that stuff was worth more than what it is. I don't know if they're buying it for themselves or if they're going to try and resell it. I know Marketplace is becoming a really big thing where everybody's selling everything on Marketplace. I sell a few things on there. I do some ads and all that. But hey, it is what it is. People want to make money. It's the only way you can survive is to make money. But hey, it's all right with me. I'll just move on and buy something different. There's always something there that I can buy that I can resell. A lot of my stuff that I buy, people don't bother with anyway because it's a lot of work. You have to clean it, and if you don't clean it, you're not going to get the money out of it. Everything that we get, is scrubbed, cleaned, and it looks like new or close to it. It'll look used, but it'll be nice and clean. And we have a really good reputation of having really clean stuff down at the store building. So people come in and they go right to us to look for used stuff. The other people, they don't clean their stuff. So it's whatever. I'm trying to make this video a little shorter. Last Sunday's was like an hour and 23 minutes or something like that, and that's just too long. It took 24 hours for me to upload that thing and get it ready to post. Ridiculous. So that's why I'm not doing a walk around anymore. I'm just going to show you highlights of what's there, of the good stuff that I'm interested in. Now the front room, I'll probably always do the walk around in the front room because there's always something interesting in there.
I don't know how many went through, 4 or 5 targets. Man, would that hurt if you had your hand on it. But they only have about 1,000 cylinder gallons. Right down to nothing.
Yeah.
So they don't lose pressure and so on.
Right.
And still that powder comes out.
Oh,
Right through the targets.
Tremendous amount of pressure there.
Yeah, I think they're running 36,000.
Used to do a little bit of gun work for actually for several gun shops because there's out there. Used to do water for Dan Hoffman. And he had a 44 Magnum Ruger, on take it out and shoot it, make sure it shot good, and laid the thing on sandbags, boom, third shot, come on, really, and Dan swore, at the time he swore up and down the factory loads, but I found out later that they and evidently what happened, double charge. But then he sent it back to Ruger, and the best Ruger would do was replace it at cost. The government store popped up and all those. Guys, I was shooting at Waterford. I didn't have any place to shoot, but I'd go to one of my range there. And as I done, this guy, can you do this?
indoor, like after work. Sometimes I'd stop and
Should be token. Yep.
It's a worker.
Yeah, that's amazing. Usually they're not. Usually you got to do something to them. And I forgot to email Terry a picture on these
I don't
saddles.
think she'd want these Western saddles.
Why not?
They don't ride Western. They
I
use English saddles.
thought she did some Western too. Should we?
I'm not buying her any more saddles
Why?
just because.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to bid on that slot machine in the front room, and I'm also going to bid on the Lionel. Oh, gee, excuse me. I'm going to bid on the Lionel trains, and of course we'll bid on the Pyrex that I showed you in there. There's too many people sitting around in there. I couldn't really narrate what the hell I was looking at and what I was doing. I wouldn't mind buying that 45 auto. That would be nice to have. But that sucker, it's a Smith & Wesson. I didn't check the model number. I don't know if it's the high-end Smith or if it's the low-end Smith 45 auto. But I'd really like to have it, but that's probably going to sell between $400 and $600. We'll see what it does do. There's Biohazard. Biohazard bucket. There you go. Thought about these signs, but I don't know if I want to screw with them or not. This is all the junk that's outside. I need to straighten you out a little bit here. I think I might have you pointing up in the air a little too much. Try and keep my camera sitting in front of me so nobody, it's kind of unnoticeable. Stealth mode. Alright, now we'll go in the back door. We'll go in the back room. Oh, wait a minute. I did see the picture of this pressure washer over here. Looks like a decent Craftsman pressure washer. 2,550 PSI. What the hell? Look at this. I think one of the neighbor's chickens got out. little switcher engine for HO. Probably pipe bit on them. No, they'll go too high for me. But the right people aren't here. They'll go cheaper. We'll see what happens. Depends on what I get in the front room as to how much money I can spend. Okay, me and TC, we kind of worked out a plan on, there's a box of albums there, and there's a couple of Molly Hatchets in there that I want, and there's a couple in there that he wants. Well, there's a silent bid put in on them of $40, and we're gonna, I think we'll probably see if we can't go in and buy them, and then we'll split them up. And then he'll pay half and I'll pay half, and we'll have what we want. There is another box of albums in there. You've seen the two Johnny Cash that I'm interested in that pile. And there's another box of older rock that there's one or two in there that TC wants. But there's only one in there that I want, and that's ZZ Top Duaglo. That I gotta have. So I'm gonna see if I can't get those two. And we may end up going half on those two, and then we'll each take what we want out of them and split them up. And that's what's going on here.
It's a Gretsch. Oh, I'm telling you, it's worth that. It's a real ukulele, a real instrument. You go to a store and buy one of those, and you're going to pay a lot of money. Who'll give $100 for this one? Hey, you give $100. How about $50? $50, 50. But they give me $25 on the Gretsch. $25. 25. They give me 25 man. Believe it would. I'll take 10. Now 20. Now 30. 30. 40. 40. Any 40 to 40. 50, 40. Certainly worth 40. I've got 30. I need 40. Anybody want to
Stand still.
45, 40, 40,
still.
and 40.
Yeah, quit weaving back and forth.
Make you sick.
No.
Oh, you're $50 right now. Give $50, give 50 down, give 50. What do you say? You want the 50 there now? $60
Well, that was making you seasick or something.
Randy, he's trying to hit 60. Hit $60. Give 60. $50 over here in the corner. Number 58. 58. Barry's going to help you there, and we have a slide glass window. This is what we would call a choice item right here. And let's see here.
Smile.
How are you doing?
Good.
Already open?
I am.
Me too.
I cannot wait.
Me
I'm so
too.
excited.
200 divided 2, give 100. Hey, you want to get $50, 50 anywhere, we get 25, and let's go 30 and a 40, $40, 50, 60, 60, 70, 80, $80, who did $80, I got you 70, I mean 80. Who can $80 now, 80, 90, now 100, turn 110, now 20. 120 to buy, little 120, 128, wherever they put him, 120. Oh, $110.
You have to edit that part out.
Will be right here with me.
You have to edit that part out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your?
Retro gaming with
Next up, we
Hopper.
have this,
What is it?
very
Retro
nice
gaming with
picture.
Hopper.
Okay.
It's a crystal picture. This is an old one. It
I
looks
do a
like
lot of
to me.
pinball machine
A very
repair.
old piece. Who'll get 25? Hey,
We'll
you
have to
get
check it out.
$10 on the
Okay.
picture. 10, get 10 and eat $5 and let's go. 7.5, 10. Look at 10 there, 12.5, so 15 right here now. 15. 10, 17.5 now. 17.5, 20. $20 to 2.5. 22.5. Look at that. Look at the 22.5. $20 right here on 67. Thank you, 67. Oh man, look here. It's a different lot. This is a set of sterling.
54 pieces.
We've got 54 pieces.
All right, first up's a box of glass. I paid $2 for this because there's not much in it. I got a Pyrex casserole with the lid. Let's see, there's a kind of a junk plate. Another piece of Pyrex that's filthy as hell. It will clean. That is pure lax. I like laxative. Another covered dish without the lid. Then there's just some weird stuff in here. One of those. Ooh, be careful. There's a lid, but that's not for that one. The lid is for this piece of visionware, which is, that's a, you know, visionware was really popular there for the longest time, but now it's kind of, you know, you can get it. There's a couple vases in here. We'll either sell them or excuse me, or use them for displaying flags or something. There's a hell of a flower holder. And another thing with full of dead flies. Let's see, there's probably, I paid $2 for this box. There's probably about $22 worth in here. The plate will be dumpster food. I may set it out for 50 cents. Somebody may have that pattern. Okay, bought that box of Revere. Had to fight. Well, not fight. I don't fight for anything. I just bid on it, and if I want it, I buy it. Was bidding on two different people on this. One was an Amish guy. He dropped out early at 20. Then there was this other lady there that I always battle her for the Revere. And she went to $32.50 and I bought it for $35. And when I'm all said and done, if I have the lids for everything, which pretty sure we have lids for every one of these, there's about $70 worth of Revere here. It's not going to take a whole lot to clean a lot of this up. It's all pretty good. That one will be fun to clean, but I'll get it polished up. Those two pretty good in a big pot. Same thing. That's from a burner, and I'll get that cleaned up as well. And let's see, I bought this little percolator on the stove, or well, no, really wouldn't want to put that one on the fire. This is a Coleman. And I think I paid, what did I pay for that? $4 I paid for it. And I'll get 12 to 15 out of it. So That's pretty decent as well. And bought a box of appliances for $2. This was in here. This was in there. That's an attachment. I'll show you here in a minute. Awful iron. Mixer. Walmart toaster. How do I know it's Walmart? It says right on there. Walmart. Wally Land. And a little chopper. Oh, let's see. Toaster, probably maybe $4. Most of the time I end up selling them for $3. But that pays for the box. 6, 8, and probably 6 or 8. So what's that come up to? 9, 15, probably 20 bucks I'll get for them when I'm done. They're nasty looking, but my mom always says, I don't know why you buy that crap. It's never gonna get clean. And then when I clean it and she looks at it, she says, I didn't think you'd ever clean that. I didn't think that'd come that clean. But I get them clean. And, okay, well, sitting up here is a blender. I paid $8 for the blender. This was on a separate table. And who knew? Well, paid $8 for the blender. Has a nice glass craft. But my $2 box, the attachment was in that one for it. The food processor. So, now, instead of a $12 or $15 blender, now we have about a $25 blender. So it all worked out. It's a nice blender. I don't know who makes it. Let me see if we got a name on it. Now, Crops. It's a good blender. Oh, there it is there too. Duh. I know, boring. Another box of glass. But, hey. I paid, I think, $4. So either $4 or $8 for this box. And there's 10 of these serving bowls. 2 of these with a kind of an apple design around the outside. 2 of the separated dishes. And 2 of the large serving platters. And deviled egg platter. Same thing, these deviled egg platters, I don't know, they buy the hell out of them things, as many as we can get. Especially up there for camp. I mean, that's perfect for their picnics and stuff like that, and their get-togethers and their hoedowns and their hoo-ha's and their whatever. So there, I don't know, there's probably, I paid, like I said, $4 or $8 for it. I'm not positive on this. This was just something I seen the egg platter, the deviled egg platter in it, and I just bought the box. But from the looks of it, there's probably, what, there's probably about $20, $25 worth of glass here. Fun stuff. I didn't unwrap everything because I'm going to put it right back in the box the way it came out, so I can store it until I start cleaning stuff. I got a big covered cake pedestal. That one $8. $8, and that's probably going to be an $18 or $22 piece there. A couple more primary color Pyrex. Got a yellow one and a green one. I really had to pay for them. Those were, I think, 60 bucks for the pair. And you all know that those don't get sold. Those stay here. And of course, box of Corral. You know me and my Corral. $16. There's, I don't know, there's I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 there. Those are hard to sell. And one butter dish with no lid. Pretty sure it's a butter dish. Don't quote me on it though. And serving platter. 5 on the serving platter. So this year we may be marking up our Corral a little bit since everything else is going up. We're going to have to probably move some of our stuff up a little bit, which is okay. Most of the people down there, they understand that they would rather come over to us and buy something that's a little bit more expensive, that's clean, that they can take it home right away and use it, and they don't have to take it home and scrub it before they can use it. I bought the 3 boxes of HO Train cars and whatever. There was 3 boxes there. There was 3 sets there. There's what is there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. 28 cars in there. There's 5 engines and 1 dummy. Like I said at the auction, that's one of those little switcher engines. That's the little engine that you use for moving cars from one set of tracks to another. The other engines, these are all Santa Fe's. 2 still in the box, and a Santa Fe with no box, and a big Santa Fe dummy. And then there was a nice little steam locomotive. It's a nice little steam locomotive there. So I paid $32.50 a box for the train stuff. That's what, $96, $97.50 for everything. And just here alone, I have about $200 worth here, and that doesn't count. I'll get you off the stand and show you we have this box here with all the track and transformer. There's a electric switch in here, track switcher in there. Those are awful big. I think those are Lionel, but they were in the box. That one, another transformer and some more track, another electronic switcher in there. Here's a 3-way switch controller and some miscellaneous doo-doo. And then this one, another transformer. These are the cardboard houses and buildings. They've never been punched out and used. There's a manual track switcher there. No no electric switcher, but another transformer. So like I said, there was 3 boxes, and it looks like there was like 3 sets or whatever. So there's probably another, maybe another $60, $70 worth in those 3 boxes. So that was well worth it. Okay. This was the buy of the night. This is a Caliphone 1450K. This is a nice little portable record player. It'll play 16s, 33s, 45s, and 78s. Now I looked this up. They're kind of all over the place as far as what they're selling for. Anywhere from 100 to 275 for this same model. So you know it's hard to tell what people are going to pay for it. But the thing is I only paid $8 for it, and you can see it's in really good condition. Turntable moves slow. It's probably going to need a new belt and cleaned up. It probably hasn't been used for who knows how long. But it's a nice unit. Even the legs on the bottom are spring loaded. So when that helps with skipping. It doesn't skip. if you're wondering. So we'll have to get this checked out too. I mean, because you can't let this go without fixing it and selling it. I'm not going to sell it the way it is. It's got to be working because it's really a nice portable. Nice portable record player. And I got one other thing left. And something, no big deal. It's just another set of hedge trimmers. Always can use them. They sell like crazy when it comes time to start trimming hedges. But that's the nightly haul. All right, so that's the Monday night haul. Not too bad. Got a few things that pretty interesting. The record player, of course, that's the one that's gonna bring probably the most. That was a good buy at $8. We'll see what I ask for it once I get it done. I'm not sure yet. I hate to ask too much for it, because I'd rather sell it, turn my money over, and get something else. The 45 Auto went for $500. The 38 Cobra went for $75. I was kind of interested in that 38 and the 45, but I really don't need a 45. I have two 40 autos, but I really like that little 38 Cobra. That would have been perfect to carry around as well. Let's see, the slot machine. I wasn't in the front room, so I put in an absentee bid. I had $125 on that, which was I thought was a little high, but it was working. It was good. I didn't have to do nothing to it except clean it up. It went for $225. That's why I said there was a lot of stimulus money there last night. The Lionel trains, I put a silent bid in of $35 on those, because that's usually about where I can get them, is between $30 $35. They went for $55 last night. Too much. So they stayed there as well. The Pyrex bowls, the primary colors, for just 2 of them was $60, and normally we get the complete set of 4 for about $55. So you can see there the money was there last night. They did a lot, or they spent a lot of money on stuff. The power washer, or the pressure washer, I was really considering buying that because I could use it and then sell it. But that went for $95, and that was a Craftsman. You know, a decent one, a decent Craftsman you can get for like $159 or something like that. I don't know. But I just couldn't see myself spending that kind of money on a pressure washer that you don't know anything about. Looked good, but who the hell knows if it sat over the winter with water in the pump and it froze. So it could have been doo-doo. Let's see, what else didn't I get? The records. Yeah, the records. Me and TC, the Pack Rat, we kind of decided on the 2 boxes of albums. The Johnny Cash, I wanted those. He wasn't interested in those. He wanted the 2 boxes of rock and some jazz in there. The 1 box that I showed you, that I'm pretty sure I showed you, that had the 2 Molly Hatchets in it. He had to spend $40 for that box of records, or albums, I should say, and I gave him $10 for the 2 Molly Hatchets. Those are for myself. Albums and 45s, you know, I don't sell. I don't buy a whole lot of albums unless it's something that I want for myself. The other box now, that one had ZZ Top Dueglo in it. That's the box that I really wanted, because there was the Beatles, a White Album was in there. It was an what do you want to call it, a reproduction, whatever. It wasn't an original, but it was still worth something. There was only a few albums in there that I wanted for myself, and then TC could have the rest. So we kind of made a deal. We figured, okay, we're just going to run it up, and we'll buy them, and then we'll split the price on them, and each take what we want. Well, those records, that box of records, went for, I think it was $75 for that box. TC run it up to 50, and then somebody else jumped in and was going, and once we seen the guy that was there, we knew he was going to really spend the money for him, because he buys a lot of albums, especially if it's rock. The 2 Johnny Cash in that pile went for $25, and behind it was that Caliphone, and nobody seemed to want it, so I took it at $8. Like I said, I got the Trains, that stuff, the Revere. There was a couple of things there that I missed that was just kind of single pieces, but hey, there'll be more next Monday. So that's going to be it for this Sunday episode, and I hope you enjoyed it, and until next Sunday, see ya.